Hello, welcome to another edition of Gable's Tutoring Online. Tonight we will be answering questions. So if you can text, if you have any questions, you can text them to the number that uh, should appear on the screen. In the meantime, today we have address. One of them has to do with its trigonometry. So question 20, as you can see, um, that the cosine of k, and they say that the cosine of k is 24 over 51. Remember that the cosine of an angle is equal to the leg adjacent to the triangle over the hypotenuse of the triangle. Before I go any further, I'm going to simplify this fraction. If I divide by 3, both numerator and the denominator, I get 8 over 17. And I'm going to say that this is 8 and this is 17 because kj is the leg adjacent to angle K. And then obviously the hypotenuse is KL. And the question now is, what is the cosine of angle L? Now, angle L is here. This is angle L. And then again, the cosine of any angle is the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. So I have to find this length because I know that the cosine of L is adjacent over hypotenuse. How can I find L? Well, I simply use Pythagoras, which says the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. And then I have to solve that equation. What is 17 squared? 289. 8 squared is 64. Subtract 64. Oh, sorry, this is squared here. You get 225 is equal to x squared. That means that x is the square root of 225. Now, what is the square root of 225? It's 15. So this leg here is 15, meaning that the cosine of L is 15 over 17, and I'm done. Next question. Question 23. 23 is an exponential function. It has an initial value of 5,470. And the question here is, it says that the value of the equipment decreases each year by a certain percent. And then what is the value of that percent? Well, because X is in month, and they say the preceding year, that means that here X has to be 12. If I replace X then the exponent will become 1. So the value of that quantity will decrease 36%. Why is that? Well, because if I remember that when you multiply, when you decrease an amount, you multiply that amount by, sorry, let me just delete this point here. You multiply that amount by, let's put this. You multiply the amount by 1 minus the percent that you're taking away. So that means that this 64 is 1 minus that percent of decrease. And then when you solve that equation, that means that this percent is 1 minus 0.64, which is 36, which translates to 36%. And that's the answer to that question. So that's the end of our broadcast for tonight. Have a happy Halloween. See you tomorrow.